Well, today I'm going to be taking a look at the Daisy Model 990 that I got from the flea market last weekend, and we're going to see if everything works on it. I've already oiled it all up, and I've been letting it sit, and what I used was the Powerline COP brake free. I highly recommend, if you buy this, don't lose the straw, because the straw from other products doesn't fit. This one's a slightly fatter one, and you lose it, it's really hard to use. So I'm probably going to have to get a new can. Now, we're going to put some BBs in it. I had a few in it when I got it, just some copper heads, but they didn't look like they were too corroded or anything. So I'm going to go ahead and load a few up. I don't want to put too many in there because, you know, it's old and it might not work. So, again, if you didn't watch the previous video, this one is missing the CO2 puncture screw, as it's called, just like 90% of them you'll find. So, from what I looked at online, you cock it, and it drops one in to the chamber, push it forward, and she's building pressure. It's kind of hard to do and film. And I got the target set up, got a little more light on it than I usually do. And I can't really aim and film, but yeah. See, I didn't get a bullseye because I couldn't use both hands. Still pretty good though. I did go online and I tracked down a company that sells the puncture screw, because I was very curious to know if the CO2 function worked, because a lot of people say the pump function doesn't work on theirs, but the CO2 does, or vice versa. So I went to JG Airguns. I think if you type it in, it's jgairguns.biz, and then you'll scroll down the side of the page, and there'll be a little quick find. Just put in Daisy 990, and the first thing that pops up is the puncture screw. But I'm going to tell you right now, they have a $15 minimum purchase. This thing's about 10 bucks. So what I had to do was I got a few of the blued nuts for the other rifles, because, you know, occasionally you'll have one that's missing, and you can't just get that from Ace. So, first off, let's see if it actually threads into this thing. Well, that's definitely the puncture screw. So, let's play with it a little bit, huh? Grab the Daisy 25 count CO2 box. I just think these are made a little bit better than the Crossmans. I rather like these. And Crossman, I've noticed, you'll have a lot of duds. You'll put it in and it's an empty cartridge. I have yet to run into that with a Daisy cartridge. So, put that in. Okay, we got to flip it to CO2 before it'll drop all the way in. Feels like it's kind of seated. Now I'm going to need both hands for this so it doesn't all spray out everywhere, assuming the seals are good. I don't hear anything. It's not spraying out. Let's try cocking it. Well, got one in the chamber. And again, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Damn! This thing's got a little bit of a kick. My menu came up for some reason. Hopefully it didn't interrupt filming. Holy crap! That is way embedded in there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like I was able to get a $10 fully working Daisy 990. Well, with some parts, just the puncture screw. So I'm I think I'm close to $30. That's fine. Let's do that again. That was kind of fun. That's cool. Alright. Now, I'm not able to find too much information out about this guy, but I know it was discontinued because of a lawsuit. Some 10-year-old boy was killed by one. Supposedly, the whole hopper assembly in here, there's like a gap inside where BBs get stuck. And when you think it's empty and kids start just playing around with it with their friends in the front yard, like my neighbor kids around here tend to do with their Red Riders, thinking it's empty, one will shake loose and you'll end up shooting your friend. And it's probably just not a good idea to play with one of these in that fashion. That's incredibly careless. But if you need a puncture screw, check out JG Airguns. Like I said, I think it's jgairguns.biz. It should come up as like e-commerce is the website name. When you type it in, it's weird. But they do in fact have the part. So go get your puncture screw and have fun. Let me know what you think of it, and I'll see you guys next time.